Hello everyone, it's Serpent, and welcome back to another episode in not Serpentland, in the TNT Games map. Time to pick out a new hat. Let's see. I like the fishbowl. Okay, so in the last episode, we did this, and what this is it's a little teleporty thing where, well, essentially it's an arena where you can fight on both sides. If you want to fight on the bottom, or if you want to teleport to the bottom, you toss the shard there, and you go down to the bottom, toss the crystals, and you go back up. And I think that's pretty cool. It's definitely fun to play on. I was testing it with a sibling earlier, and works pretty well. So, what are we going to do in this episode, though? I thought since the teleporty arena worked so well, I'd try a similar sort of thing, but not the same. By which I mean, I want to use chorus fruits as the teleportation devices, because they're random, and I want a bunch of floaty platforms to fight on. I think that'll be fun to do. So, I don't think this will take long, and that means we'll probably have enough time to do another thing as well. So, let me build a few floaty platforms and see how that works. Aha! That's not, well, it's not too many platforms. I definitely want to put more in, but I do want to test this out first before we do that, to make sure everything works sort of well. And that means that we need to get rid of quite a large area down there, and we might also need to move this a bit farther away from the tiny little adventure map there. But we do have a bunch of platforms here, and I'll explain a little bit about why I placed them here, because there is some reason to the madness. I tried to place them all far enough away so that you couldn't jump to any of them. As you can see here, that didn't quite work, but that's okay. The big ones are definitely out of jumping distance. And that's so that you don't really know where you're going to end up when you jump platforms with the chorus fruits. Perhaps jump platforms was a bad way to phrase that. And I also tried to make these upper platforms, the ones that are more advantageous than the lower ones, since you can see more of the area. I tried to make them smaller so that they're more dangerous to stay on, because if you get shot off, then you'll plummet to your death. Just to try and balance things out a little. I think I'm doing a good job. It's hard to tell sometimes. So, I'm going to probably just move this whole thing a bit over there so that we're far enough away from that. And I think we're a good distance away from that path. And then I'm going to make a big void hole down below it so that you can't teleport to the ground. Well, really just for dramatic effect, I made a really big hole underneath it. So, we've got some expansion space. Okay. So now, I'm going to just place a whole bunch of platforms down. And then we can, well, actually, no, I did want to try this first. So let's spawn point up here. Spawn point. And game mode 0. Munchy. Okay. There we go. I do expect the failures every now and then, by the way. Oh, teleported to the same block. Okay, it looks like around here there aren't enough big platforms, because we're having a little bit of trouble getting over there or something. Yeah. Okay. So the platforms need to be spaced, there need to be more platforms. Okay. Denser platforms. I'll do that. let's try this again. Okay, so spawn point here. Actually, I think I already was. And then game mode 0. And I teleported. Aha, that's good. Good, good. Teleporting around. Yes, this is good. I keep teleporting back between these two, but it still works. I think we may need to add another way of getting around. Not a, these two platforms really like each other. It's weird. Okay. How about I trusted you, Coursewords. Yeah, that was doomed to fail from the get-go. Okay, hold on a second. Let's try and get something else to float us up around. Well, okay, I just gave it away. I'm going to make us levitation potions. I have the stuff. So that got us somewhere, and that got us back. So that was so bad. Oh, that was so badly done. And this from the person who who flies around with the punch 2 bow all the time. There we go. Why is it giving it to me for 30 seconds? 39 seconds. Still 39 seconds. Okay, so it doesn't stack. I just got something wrong in the, let me down. Apparently I got something wrong in the, yeah, it says 5 seconds. Something wrong in the, command. Okay, I'm going to go back to what I thought, because 800, I'm pretty sure this is in ticks, game ticks, not redstone ticks, so 20 a second, and 800 divided by 20 is something, but not, hold on, it's 40, yeah, which is what I'm getting, but apparently, oh, right, it's telling me it's 5 on those arrows, because the, arrows have smaller, you know how when you get a tipped arrow of increased, where are they? Combat? You get a tipped arrow of increased time, and it's a lot shorter than the potion. I think that's what's happening. The timer for the arrows is, for some reason, still looking shorter than it should be. Anyway, that should get me a 5 second levitation. Correct. Or, you know, 4 second. Yeah, that's good. So now you've got a little bit of time, and you can fly over to a platform. And then you can teleport around here, and this works pretty well. Except when you get yourself in a bit of a dud, and then you can just hit yourself a few times with arrows. No. Yes. This is not a good spot to be in. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll just die. But you get the idea. Aha. I just figured out a little bit of a glitch in this whole system. So I was doing this, right? And it worked pretty well. But if you jump down and you do that, okay, hold on. It didn't work because I had too little health. But if I jump down like that, right, and I do that, and then I get back on a platform, grumble, grumble. The point is, if you actually get on a platform at that point, you take a heck of a lot of fall damage, because the fall damage doesn't get reset when you when you get levitation. See if I do. I couldn't get it. Okay. Well, this is turning out harder to demonstrate than I was expecting. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get this. Alright. Jump down, whop, and when you land on something, see, just look at that fall damage. Yeah. So that's a little bit of an issue. However, that does only happen when when you do something like this. See, when I land here, even though I'm not going to land from a height, I'm going to die, and I think I've got it, so I'll try and demonstrate again. Yeah, see. So that you can see that the fall damage doesn't get reset. Also, that's a dangerous strategy, so I'm not sure how frequently that's going to happen anyway. Yeah. Probably not too frequently. So, perhaps, I think I'll just, oh, too many commands, I'll just do that. So I think perhaps I'll just go back to this arrow command and up the time to, let's see, maybe 6 or 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Yeah, so that's 120. There. So what this will allow you to do is shoot up and then still have enough time to get somewhere. Actually, I think that's a bit too much time. I guess we probably got it right on the first try. Actually, let's try reducing that even. Plummet. That was not clever. Okay. So we pop that, and ooh, okay. So you definitely have to be careful, but I like that. Let's give it another shot. Haha shot. Whop, and that lets you float over a little. Let's try and get on that one. Oh wait, no, I won't go high enough to get on that one. We'll go for that one. So float. Okay. Perhaps it does need to be upped a little. Or, yeah, I'm testing a bunch of stuff right now. Or let's up this a little bit, so it's 3 seconds now, because I do think it does need a little bit more. And then let's also give it a little bit of amplification. Okay, get rid of them, and whoosh. Yeah, I like that. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Whop. Yeah, you need to be careful about that, for sure. But you can sort of roam the place now. Don't let me fall. Aw. Oh, yeah, okay. End it on my own terms. Okay. Yeah, so I think this works. So of course everyone's going to get a bow like this. And then I also think we should do kits. Yeah, I like this. We're definitely going to expand this whole platformage also. So that's the bow worked out. And then you can sort of do this. teleport around. Ineffectually. Okay, I did get somewhere that time. That's at least good. And if you're really daring, you can go up, you can shoot yourself multiple times. But you have to be sort of sure of yourself there, because, or at least sure of where you're going, because if you get it wrong, you plummet. Yeah, I like this. This is pretty cool. Let's expand it now. Okay, as you saw in that time lapse, we've got... that one escaped. It escaped my purge of the corners. Okay. Anyone else want to disagree with my with the roundness of the situation? Okay. Looks like I showed them. Okay. So, let's see how traversing this terrain actually works. Now that we've built it and invested all that time. All those 8 minutes. Time to use the bow. Okay. Aha. And we're back. I like the bow though. You can sort of if you don't do that, which is actually kind of hard. So the bow definitely isn't overpowered, that's for sure. But yeah, if you can, with the bow you can sort of transverse the terrain without the randomness of the situation, or of the chorus fruit. So that's nice. Ooh, let me up. Let me up. Okay, good. That was close. It's hard. I like that. I like this. Well, I've said that a lot, I think, but yeah. I definitely am enjoying this entire situation. Oh yeah, you can do that. That's a pretty good thing. But yeah, if you have a big enough platform, make it to land. Okay, never mind. But yeah, if you have a big enough platform, you can sort of do that. You can do the elytra thing, and then you can keep yourself aloft again using the elytra thing. But yeah, but again, yeah. As I said earlier, you have to be pretty confident with your abilities in order to actually do this in a battle, because you have to get every shot right, or else you die. Yeah, but anyway, I think we've got the basics of flight mechanic. Well, I guess flight mechanics is a little bit of a strong word, but okay. Yeah, so we've got the mobility stuff out of the way. All of that is, I think, good. So now it's time to do some fun designing of kits. So I suppose we should start out by making a base blob on this map, and I think that can be done by just expanding one of these. Maybe on either corner we'll have one. Actually no, I think it'll look better if we do it just on a side each. Okay. Yeah, this looks like a good amount of space. Right here. Okay. Let's plop down. There. Okay. So that can be our base lump, and then we can expand out a little on the back. I think that's good. And then let's make another one here. And another one here. Whoops. Broke that. Okay. So now we can merge them all together and then break off the corners because that's necessary. Like that. Okay. And now now we have a sort of base template, or well, we have a location base thingy for kits, and I think we should put some kits in. So perhaps just a wall. That way it'll sort of obscure the command blocks, even if it doesn't look perfectly good. Okay. Or, yeah, I like this idea, which I shall state in a moment better. Closest player. There we go. You can actually place buttons and things on these, which is kind of cool. So, plop. Yeah, and then we'll get rid of all of these and just simply put command blocks on the back of these thingies here. There we go. So, let's see. So the first command block we want is going, let's, yeah, okay. The first command block we want is going to be clear closest player. So let's put that down, because we don't want you to be able to get more than one kit. And then we want the then after that we're going to want to go to chain command blocks, conditional, always active is good, and then we want to /give closest player bow. Put that on all of them. I'll swap them conditional later. And then after that, we want to give them those arrows. So, actually, I think I have it in my clipboard. Let's see. Yeah, good. Would have hated to have to rewrite that. Although, actually, I've got it saved in that command block over there. Okay, so now we have the first sort of thingy. We've got the bow and the tipped arrows. So, from here, let's see, we want the chorus fruits, or fruit, or fruiti. So give closest player chorus fruit 64, and I think that's that. Oh wait, no. Now we want some actual food. So cooked beef 64. And now when we push this button, yeah, we've got a nice starter kit thingy, or a nice base to work from in the kit department. Okay, so now I think I'll just copy this over. It struck me that I don't need to turn them all to conditional because there's no occasion where the this first one will fail. There's no testing involved here. It's a guaranteed system, so there's no need for conditional command blocks. So now we have the now we have let's see, the kits to worry about. So I think I guess I'll just put them in my inventory, what I want the kit to be, and then I'll translate that into command blocks. So the first one, maybe a sort of oh yeah, wait. We have the mobility stuff for the base kit, but weapons, we need to think about that a little. We could have weapons be particular to the kit, or we could have a base weapon and then special weapons. So let me think about that for a moment. Here's the first class. Unbreaking 10, power 4 fishing rod. How might this be helpful? The advantages of playing over the void. Fishing rods are actually useful. Power 4 doesn't do anything though. I was trying to figure that out. So I can get rid of that bit. Okay. So that's the first class, I think. I want to see something. If you're fighting on a platform with the other player, and they're right next to you, and you do that, yeah, they don't go very far. Okay. But you can hit them with the fishing rod if they get too close, and then leap off, and then okay, that strategy might not be so perfect. So let's see. Grab that, and then jump onto a neighboring platform, and then pull. Okay, fine. It's not good at up close combat. Okay, so what if you're in up close combat on one of these little ones, and then you jump off and pull? No, okay. Still, could be useful, hopefully. Otherwise, it's not a very good kit. Anyway, let's put a item frame right there with a fishing rod like that. Okay. So on to the next class, and I think I'll do maybe I'll do all of them obviously, but maybe 3 of them I'll show on camera. Quite so much detail as that. Okay, this one I have to show because it's really kind of cool. So you've got the normal stuff, right? And also you have these thingies, and I'll show you what these do. Oh no, I fell off the edge. You can sort of survive with these, in other words. They give you a bit of a chance if you fall off. Of course, you actually do have to be quite quick, but if you're too slow, then you can use the second one. But if, for example, you're over here, and you just get punted off, and you catch yourself pretty quickly, then you generally, if you're quick enough, then you're only going to need 1. If you're too slow, then you'll probably need the second one. Oh no, I didn't get up. Whoosh. I like that. I've got another class. This one might not look much different than the normal one, but it gives you extra long-lasting arrows, which means you can basically fly around and shoot people. You can even head back down if you get too high. So you can sort of just fly in this with this class, just as long as you just as long as you do it well enough, which, you know, can be done without too much difficulty. But yes. Then there's also this one with the ender pearls, and while I'm recording, I also made this one, which has normal stuff except an iron sword. This one with normal stuff except an iron chest plate. Yeah, nothing too exciting with those, but I thought I'd show you that one. Another cool class is done. So it's got the normal stuff, and then it also has this. So it's sort of a multi different, or a bunch of different kinds of shots that you can use. So if you want to deal some extra damage, you equip this one, and then when you hit them, that happens. And then I suppose if you if you hit them enough, that happens. And then there's also this one, which does that, and this one, which does this. Yeah. So these last two probably aren't going to be too useful unless you can hit a couple shots, because if you can keep hitting them, then they can't, especially with this one, then they can't really do much to you. See, then the blindness, you can get the blindness to stay, so that works. And the last one I also think is kind of cool. It gives you a shield, but not just any shield. Watch this. So if we spawn in the pigman and then give him a whack, he'll attack. There we go. It does. Oh wow, that takes damage quickly. I'll have to add unbreaking. But that, what it essentially is it's a sharpness 10 shield, which does 5.5 hearts of damage. Sharpness, by the way, just a little nugget of information, does for the first level of sharpness, you get +1 attack damage. For all the subsequent levels, you get +half a damage each. Just something interesting there. So, time to add unbreaking. Let's see, it's ID 34, I believe. Or, yeah, 34. Level 10. And I forgot the end parenthesis. There we go. And there we go. Sharpness, unbreaking, both 10. So, we've got all these cool kits. Also that. Looks kind of weird. Sort of halfway around. Anyway, we've got all these cool kits. So I want to sort of use them, but I don't have anyone to test it with on camera. Anyway, I think that's about it though. I'm going to copy this over to there, and we'll have 2 spawning spots, and that'll be pretty good, because each of these little, let's see, each of these little kit givers actually works really nicely. Yeah, really quick swapping, and works 100% of the time. I guess that's not too impressive, but all the kit thingies I've done before, especially in this map, somewhere over here, I've generally been putting all the different kits in different chests, and that doesn't work so well, like this. And in the previous maps that I made, I could never figure out how to do potion stuff. Now I know how to do that. Anyway, I think this is, well, okay, this is going to sound pretty vain, but I don't mean it this way, it's just honest. This is actually the best one I've ever done, and I suppose that's a little bit pathetic, but still, I'm proud of it. Anyway, I'll put that onto the other side, but in the meantime, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.